Hey, what's up guys and gals? How we doing today? So the Shai drone recently got rebalanced. Now I don't find it to be as good as it was, but this has a lot of nice things going for it. And there's one ability on here that a lot of people don't fully understand. So on the first ability, every time you deal 150,000 damage to an enemy, you get 1 stack, and you can stack that up 5 times. So I think once you've dealt 750,000 damage, you get all 5 stacks, and every stack gives you 12 defense points. Now, defense points scale really strange. At 1 stack, you're getting roughly 10 defense points, and at 5 stacks, you're getting a little under 40% defense points, or damage resistance, I should say. Defense points and damage resistance, same thing, but slightly different. I wish they would just go by a percentage, because this whole system is extremely confusing. But let's just say you have 60 defense points, meaning you're going to take roughly 40% less damage once you get up to 5 stacks. With 1 stack, you're taking roughly 10% less damage. It's a really weird system. Now, if you hit 3 stacks, you're getting roughly 25.9% damage resistance. So yeah, this can be very helpful, but you do have to get this drone stacked up before it really starts to kick in and help your robot on the defense points. And of course, there are some weapons that can go right through damage resistance, but if nobody's shooting you with that, once you get fully stacked, you will take 40% less damage, roughly. As soon as you drop the robot in, you're going to get 7% extra durability. That lasts from the time your robot drops onto the map until your robot dies, so that's a pretty standard deal. Nothing exciting, nothing too crazy, just 7% more durability. Once your robot drops below 35% of its hit points, this thing gets some movement speed and it will move 9 kilometers per hour faster, but you do have to drop below 35% durability to make that happen, so it's only going to give you extra speed if you're almost dead. In the last skill is a last stand, so at 80% durability, this thing kicks on and gives you something like 99% damage resistance for 3 seconds, which is not too bad, honestly. But even after the rebalance, overall, once you get this thing stacked up, it's a very nice drone. It's not what it was, it's not as good as it used to be, but I still think the Shai drone is very nice. I run it all the time. I do like it. Now, I did some testing on this the other day without charging up the damage resistance. I didn't get any stacks on it, and it didn't seem that great. But if I got the stacks on there and got 40% more damage resistance, I think those numbers would have been a little bit better. But it's pretty hard to test things out by myself when I'm trying to work 2 accounts at the same time. To fully test this one out in a, just a custom game situation, I would need another person. That way we could both shoot each other and really test it. But when I take this drone into a game and I actually play it, I do get very good results. I do like this drone. It seems pretty nice. Just remember, you got to deal a bunch of damage before it really kicks in and starts to help you out, which is kind of a bummer. But once you hit like 2 or 3 or 4 stacks on this thing, it starts to do really good. But don't expect for that damage resistance to kick in till you get a good 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 stacks, and then that drone will really start to help you out. So your goal is to do as much damage as possible as soon as you drop the robot in without being hit. So if you got some longer range weapons, try and shoot people from a distance, deal some damage, get this thing stacked up, and then you can go in there and start brawling and fighting with it, and you'll probably have a much better time if you do it like that. So there we go, really cool drone to tell you the truth. So bottom line is, even after the rebalance, I think it's still an overall really good drone, but there are probably some drones out there that will make your robot survive a little bit longer than this one. So anyways, there are better drones, but this is still a very nice drone if you've already got it. So if you've already got one of these, heck, throw it on your robots, play it, it'll do you well. All right, there we go, ba-bam. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.